Hello, my name is Michelle Cousins, and over the last month, was put on Abilify for a possible suspected diagnosis of schizophrenia, bipolar, and then when realized that that was like the doctors were ruling that out and saying that was not the case, and I still have not been diagnosed with anything, um, and seeing how poor the mental health system was treating me and how much I was just being left to my own, I chose to wean myself off. I met with a doctor on the way off, and I just wanted to share my experience of being on Abilify, and because videos like this helped me when I was going through this for the last month. I went through points of wanting to end my life, self harm. It was horrendous. I didn't feel like myself, and it was horrid. So the first day that I have that I actually um, did was I took the pill, and that is what my brain felt like. And then I wrote, I don't know what is happening in my mind. It's like it's fracturing and splitting, and it's horrendous, and I'm scared. I feel fucking crazy. My mind is breaking over and over and over and over and over again. My stomach is killing. That was on July 11th of 2024. It was hurting so bad. On July 12th, my heart feels so tender and gentle and like a punching bag teddy bear that keeps getting used and abused over and over and over again. I was in so much pain. It is so tender and volatile, and I can feel my heart so much. Like my heart felt like there was like ice being poured on it. My life is being rewritten right in front of me, and I don't know what to do. Breathe. Just breathe in and out and be aware of all the sounds and feelings. Just breathe. That was one of the only things that got me through all of this. Then I drew this picture on the next day. Through all of this, I was quite suicidal and wanting to kill myself. On July 13th, um, this was the height and the peak of when I was feeling suicidal, because at this point the psychiatrist has been ramping up my dosage from 2 all the way up to 15 milligrams of apiprozole, Abilify. And I wrote, Loves, I feel like I want to kill myself right now, and you asked me to be transparent with you if that happened. Please just hold space for me. I'm not going to do it, but this is how I feel. So I wrote this note, and I read it to my family and my partner, because that's how horrendous it was. At this point, I made a call to the psychiatrist because I realized I only had 3 or 4 more pills of the 15 milligram left, and they told me you need to make sure that you like stay on these pills. Like you have to do that to be safe. So then I gave them the call because I was like, I only have 3 or 4 more days left of this. But they also told me that if I can't ever just stop abruptly. And long story short, they left me high and dry, and it was kind of just like, that's all we're going to give you of that amount. So then I was like, oh fuck, okay, I have to just deal with this by myself. And I decided at that point that, okay, I guess I'm going to self-wean myself off of this in a way that is as intelligent as I can. So I had my partner cut the pills in half and then some in quarters, so I could go from 15 to 10, 10 to 7.5, 7.5 to 3.75, and then down over the course of about, 6 days, rather than it just abruptly stopping when I was done. When I was on Abilify, I would like wake up in the morning and feel like I want to get a shirt for this trip, just like I have the last 2 years, and this year is going to be the same. It is wonderful. Like I would be journaling, and then I would take the pill, so like literally you can see this. And then within about 30 minutes, this is what my brain would feel like. And that's writings that I would do literally when it was happening. I had shaking, restlessness, akathisia was horrendous on Abilify for me. The inability to just sit still, and it was so fucking scary. I was just going in and out of what felt like consciousness. I wrote this on July 17th, 2024. I am afraid of touch, people, new spaces, familiar spaces, and faces. Everything. I mean it. I am terrified that I'm going to stay like this. Please, Goddess, Mother Earth, Universe, please help me get to the other side of this. I need you. I need you. I need you. Please help me. It feels like I'm dying inside my own mind. I'm trying not to fight, but it's scary as fuck to let go when below you is what feels like death. Uncertainty, the unknown, a new beginning. Please help and allow me to start over. I really want to. Thank you. I ended up having to cancel everything that I was going and planning on doing in regards to my drag world because of how my mental health was suffering, and just it was horrible. It was still just like my mind wasn't there. And then I was having so much bad insomnia as well. I woke up probably 30 times last night, maybe 20. This is on July 20th because I was still taking it, but I was weaning myself off of it. Going to cut back to 7.5 milligrams to see if it helps the akathisia. Going to call Fremont first to make sure, actually request 5 milligrams to see what they say. When I called them, they literally were no help. It was, I mean, they're nice people. They're trying to do it, but it's just their job. So they don't, they didn't really care that I was about to have no medication, and they weren't being helpful to do that. I'm not sure really what to do right now in life. It's like a blank slate is before me. I don't know what to write. And then I would like, and at this point I got so scared. So I was like, because I was feeling so bad, that then I was like, well, maybe I'll just try to jump back up to the 15. Thank God I didn't. On the 21st, I wrote, I feel mentally and physically disabled and impaired, literally, from this medication. Like, I actually feel disabled. Not being able to think clearly. I feel crazy, and I'm going to try to find a therapist to help, is what I wrote. And then I wrote on 7/22 again, I feel mentally and physically disabled. Meeting with St. Joe's today, but just really feeling pretty bad. Sleep last night. And I've been off Abilify now for even only 2 or 3 days. And maybe it's just the trauma from what happened. That's what's lessening, so it wasn't that. But all of this happened while I was on Abilify. And Abilify for me was not the answer. I'm not saying it isn't for anyone. But it was a horrendous experience for me to be on apiprozole. And I just wanted to share that. Hope it helps anyone who is on it. If you have a diagnosis, you're more than your diagnosis. If you don't have a diagnosis and they're trying to put you on this med, like me, be cautious, I guess. Take care of yourself. And if you, just make sure you take care of yourself.